In this video, we'll be looking at a couple products from a company called Benks. They did send these samples for review, but as always, that does not affect our opinion in any way. So the first product we have here is this stand wallet called the ArmorGo. It is essentially just a magnetic stand wallet that goes on the back of your phone that holds some cards and things. It is made with Kevlar, as is this phone case. So essentially just a MagSafe wallet with a built-in stand, though it is made of Kevlar, and it does have the same matching design as their phone case. Phone case, as I said, is also made of Kevlar, so that's what makes them pretty unique. It should be very durable and feel very nice in the hand and all of that. And we do have this kind of fun little design here, as you can see. It does come in a bunch of different designs, but we'll go ahead and get into the boxes here. So just to give you a closer look at the two items here, as I said, they do have a matching design. So you can see we do have this sort of subtle multi-layered design here with some greens and oranges and all of that. The back of both accessories are made of Kevlar, as I said, so again, they should be very durable. You don't have any worry about them breaking or anything like that, given it's a very durable material. It also feels pretty nice. It has some just light texturing to it, so it helps you with kind of gripping and all of that. But again, the main thing is that just very extreme build quality should do a good job of protecting from drops and all that, and just the case itself should be very, very sturdy, as well as the wallet attachment. Looking closer at the wallet first, you can see it does attach via MagSafe. We can go ahead and kind of pull this out. It does not rotate, but that's how you would use it as a stand, which I'll show you in a second. We do also have a hole here, so if you want to kind of get cards out easily, you can just kind of put your finger through this hole here, and it will allow you to kind of slide the cards up here. I put a card in here just to show. It does do a very good job of securing even one card. So of course you can put multiple cards in, but it does have a little clamp in the bottom here. So even with one card, it won't fall out or anything. It's very secure. It is a little bit hard to get out with just using this top part, but you are able to kind of slide your finger in here and then pull it out a little bit. So that's super nice to use. It looks like you can have maybe 2 or 3 cards in here pretty comfortably. So definitely nice to potentially hold your ID and a credit card or something and have that just kind of clamped onto the back of your phone. So it does attach via MagSafe, as I said, so you can just kind of clap it on like that. And because it is matching this design, you can see it lines up pretty nicely here. So the wallet does match the case very well. And again, they do come in many different designs, but it is as simple as magnetically attaching the wallet to the back of the phone case here. So you can see it does attach very securely. You don't have any problems with it falling off or anything, even if you're shaking it, doing all that. Even if you're taking it in and out of your pocket, I don't have many issues with it releasing when you're wanting it to. I think the magnets are strong enough that you don't have any issues with that. But at the same time, if you want to remove it, it's still pretty easy to do so. So as I said, this is not only a wallet, but it's also a sort of phone stand. So it's as simple as opening it up like this, and this magnetic ring stays attached to the phone case, and this acts as a sort of kickstand for your phone. It's able to be in portrait mode like this, and you can adjust the angle pretty easily to be at many different angles. And if you want to, you can also rotate the wallet case like this, and then you can have it as a stand in landscape mode as well. So super versatile. It's definitely nice to have a little stand built into your phone case. It's not only just a wallet, but also a nice little kickstand for your phone. Looking at the phone case now, it is incredibly lightweight. It's a bit flexible, but not too much at all. Again, given it is made of Kevlar, it's going to be much more on the sturdy side than anything else. So still very light. Kevlar in general is a very lightweight material while still being very strong. So you see all those benefits in this case. It feels very, very lightweight, so it won't add much to your phone at all. You can see we do have this sort of Kevlar design on the back and sides, and then we do have a nice metal ring to protect your camera bump. Inside we do have MagSafe compatibility. Of course, you saw the wallet was attached using this, but you can also charge your phone using MagSafe with this case as well. It's nice because most cases have that sort of circle on the back of them to show you that it is MagSafe compatible, but this one actually has that compatibility without showing this circle or compromising the design. We'll go ahead and install it on my phone here. This is on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's very easy. You just kind of slide it in one side here, and then push it onto the other sides here, and it's as easy as that. So this is what it looks like when it is installed on the phone. We do have a cover for all the buttons on both sides. Even the sort of camera slider here is covered. In a lot of cases, they actually just leave a cutout so you can still access the camera slider, but this is a full capacitive button, which is super nice. So you still have full scratch protection and everything of that capacitive button without compromising any of the functionality. It still works very well. You can go ahead and click it and zoom and do all that using that touch capacitive button without actually directly interacting with your phone, which is great. We have a nice metal cover for our sleep wake button as well as our volume rocker, so that's pretty easy to push. It's not too gummy or anything like that. It's very easy to push it down and has a nice tactile feedback. Then we just have a cutout for our action button, but you can see everything is very precise. It fits in very, very nicely with the phone case, and everything is cut out very, very well, so it does still have a good amount of protection. There's a little bit of an area raised around this action button, so even if you were to kind of feel around for it, you still have a very nice tactile feeling pushing this action button, as well as the volume rocker and everything. The buttons are just very, very capacitive still. It still feels very much like the actual iPhone button, which is awesome. Towards the back here, we do have this protection for the camera cutout that I was talking about. Even if you were to set it on a table or something, this metal ring comes higher than the actual camera, so you can put it down. You're not going to be scratching up your camera lens or anything like that, because the table is going to be hitting this metal ring instead of hitting your phone's camera, which is always super important. The metal material means that it shouldn't wear out too quickly either, and it's very in line with the other high quality materials used in the rest of the case. So overall, I'm very happy with both of these accessories. I think the materials and build quality are excellent. Everything is very precision made. All the cutouts are perfect. It has great protection for all your buttons and everything. Even the fact, like I said, that this is actually covered rather than just exposing the phone's button means they really thought through that. Normally only Apple themselves actually do this on phone cases, so that's a really nice feature to have. Having that capacitive button compared to just a cutout definitely adds a lot in terms of the scratch resistance and everything of this case. Given that it is Kevlar, it should be very protective from drops and all that without being too heavy. Even having both the wallet and the phone case on, it is still a pretty lightweight package overall. And a good part of that is due to the material choices. So I think it looks very good, it's very protective, everything is very thoughtful in the design and all that. So it's a great combination of accessories for your phone.